Hello, thank you very much. Welcome to the first official episode of the Scripts, the CPR podcast with Chris Naranjo. You don't want to miss out any more episodes. Catch us here live, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and so special episodes on Sunday. You do not want to miss out, and let's get this ball rolling because we have a lot to get into. Let's make sure we have all the content here. Let's get started first. I hope everyone's had a blessed week and everything like that. Hope you guys have been enjoying yourselves and staying positive and everything like that. So we're going to first start with NBA free agency. So what do we got here? So starting off with NBA free agency, I want to start with this because it's been very interesting to me. I want to start with the NCAA NIL rules, new changes, who's the big money makers here, and so on and so forth in regards to this topic. So starting off with the NIL, that means name, image, likeness. For those that don't know this, so it's names, image, likeness. The NIL, it's a new law that was passed after it was overturned and unanimously by the Supreme Court in 2021 regarding college players getting paid. I've always thought they should get paid a little bit, but there's a lot of pros and cons. Like, yeah, they're getting paid now and things like that. Blase. But there's been 32 states that signed on. Eventually, all of them had to sign on and create their own laws. But there's only been 32, so there's still 18 left, including the Longhorns, Texas University, among others. They're actually, right now, I'm not going to give you that news because they're still working on it. It's not official, and I don't want to speculate on it yet. But yeah, Texas University hasn't passed it, so yeah, if you're going to get paid $1 million or $500,000, $250,000, $100,000, and Texas is not going to give you nothing, I think if I'm a college athlete, basketball, football, water polo, whatever sport it happens to be in regards to this to get some money, I'm not going to go to Texas. I'm going to go to UCLA. I'm going to go to St. John's. I'm going to go to the Florida Gators, Oklahoma State, and just any college. I'm just throwing out names out there. Ohio State, whatever your team is that you go for. So it's going to make things lopsided in a sense because, Deion Sanders, much love, respect to Deion, but because it was juicy as he's been recruiting people out of other colleges. In Colorado, last year they were 1-12. 1 win, 12 losses. And he's recruiting people from big colleges, I know, because of the respect factor and all that. But that's how this could end up going. Those other programs that they don't get on board, which I'm sure they are because it's the law, but if they don't get on board soon because the season's going to start in 2 months, I don't see them all getting on board here by that time. What you're going to see is a lot of players, just like you saw this year, if you're following, a lot of players are not going to choose those universities. They're not paying you no money if you're a top baller, because if you could get paid $1 million, $500,000, I was saying, and not get paid nothing, I'm sure you guys know what you're going to choose in regards to that. So that's a lot of the pros and cons to that. So I want to start off with the list that I have here that we have in regards to this. 1 second. So yeah, in regards to this, Justin. In regards to this, make sure you leave your comments in the chat. If you have anything to say on, we could respond to that here. So Bronny James, right now his valuation, he's going to be a freshman at the University of Southern California in South Central. So he's valued currently at $6.4 million. So he's looking to get that money in regards to that. And this is another thing that's interesting. So how do they earn their money exactly? They accept direct payments for promotional activities. They're receiving free or sponsored products in exchange for promotion, receiving free or sponsored services in exchange for the promotion, earning affiliate money for social media promotion, becoming an ambassador for brand or business, appearing commercial and ads, or digital content. This is basically just making money. So there's different ways and forms you can make the money. But the official rule from the NCAA is that you're going to use that for educational purposes. Whatever. I'm happy for it either way. But that's their official rules and what they're currently standing by in regards to that situation. So yeah, Bronny's valued $6.4 million. He has on social media has 13.3 million followers. So they're also basing a lot on your social media presence, which is very interesting if you're into music as such, like myself, because these players are getting valued basically based on their clout and social media. There's a discrepancy here because I'm looking at the list, and all of them are basically on their followers, but there's a couple in the top 10, like number 2, Livy Dunn, the gym, she's a gymnast. She's valued at 3.4 million, the most high valued woman at 11.9 million followers on social media. But look at this, on third place, here we go, 2.8 million, solely about $600,000 less than Livy Dunn. Arch Manning, the nephew of Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, the next generation. Here we go. He's named after the dad, Eli and Peyton's dad. So he only has 264,000 followers, but he's valued at 2.8 million. That's what they expect him to get, and he's only gonna be a freshman playing quarterback in college. Remember, college basketball is a lot different than college football in terms of valuation and things of that nature. So that shows he's not on social media a lot, and his game is talking a lot, and that's where he's getting the value. So going on the list, I'm going to give you the top five. So number 4, Caleb Williams, quarterback. He's going to be a junior. He's a quarterback for USC football, basketball. So they have a couple. They have a couple of superstars. They're going to have Bronny, and as coming in as a freshman, they're going to have Caleb Williams returning as a junior. 2.6 million with 292,000 followers only, compared to Liv Dunn and Bronny James, 13.3 million respectively, and 11.9 million. And then 5, basketball player, the superstar, who Shaquille O'Neal himself said is the biggest athlete out of LSU, the greatest athlete out of LSU of all time, including himself, Angel Reese. She's valued at 1.6 million. She has 4.8 million followers. So she's gonna make $700,000 less, as about 4.5 million followers more. I know social media, it does matter, but it shouldn't matter fully. Your game should talk to skills in regards to this. But that's what she's being valued at currently in regards to this situation. So those are your top 5 athletes, pros and cons. But as I explained, there's a lot of different pros and cons in regards to the situation. Get this going. Yes, the pros, they're making money, getting money when they should. The NCAA says the average player should only be making about $3,500, $10,000 at the most. People are in the millions, so that's very interesting. So you have to kind of be, the best of the best, and now you're not gonna get much. But that's good. Like, shout out to Cam Newton and all those people that got dinged for getting like 100,000 or 50,000. I know Cam Newton's 100,000, but other players like 50,000 here, 75,000 here for some autographs, signs, and jerseys, and they get scrutinized and look terribly. They get judged. They could face lawsuits, go to court, have asterisks next to the championships and trophies and awards during the season. So goodbye to those days. But the discrepancy is so big, and the NCAA is not going to be paying players directly. But right now, there's current news, but it's not fully out there, so I'm not going to speculate. But I will tell you what it is. BYU has been offered, as of earlier today, a contract by the NCAA to be the first college fully represented by the NCAA, and all the players are going to get paid. It's for Birmingham Young University. Pretty decent college football team, but they're not supposed to be playing the college and supposed to kind of let them do their own thing. So that's obviously not the case in this situation. They are clearly going some different route, but we'll get to that topic on Friday, actually, to see when we get more news in regards to that, okay? I hope you guys can hear me clearly, showing sounds on here, but I just want to make sure everything's good here. Hold on, just give me 1 second, guys. All right, guys. Okay. So next on the list, we got we said the NIL. Let's move on to some football. So, in regards to the running backs being undervalued, right now they're being very sufficiently undervalued. Saquon Barkely is very angry now. He put out some tweets saying basically F the the Giants and they don't know what they're talking about, and different things after the news came out yesterday that they franchise tagged him. So in regards to them, so you guys don't know what the franchise tag is. So they didn't agree upon a certain value. So in order of paying that full amount, they went ahead and franchise tagged him because they didn't agree upon an amount. So Saquon wanted $22.5 million guaranteed on a 2 to 3 year deal. That's what he was searching for. The Giants got close to that, but didn't get to the exact number. So he was like, "All right, fine then." But he kind of messed up there because now they tagged him, and the tag is for $10.1 million for 1 year. Just so he's losing out on some good money right there, and not as that, it's causing stress for your team. It's causing chaos around the rest of the league and everything like that. Because not just him, Josh Jacobs and Tony Pollard, and of course Saquon Barkely, who we're speaking on. Now it's gonna be all three of them, the top three, basically arguably the top three running backs in the game, 3 of the top 5 at least. They're not signed, so now people are discussing: should the running back position be eliminated permanently? Is it no longer relevant since we're playing in the passing game? I don't know. All right, my favorite position is quarterback, of course. That's what I used to like playing in high school and middle school. A position I played a little bit of running back. Running back used to be my favorite, but then it ended up being quarterback because I just was good at it, and you still run it too. Some people are saying like they might change the whole game here in a few years and it's gonna eliminate the running back position. I'm like, over some money? I don't think they're gonna change the whole game over some money. But some people are discussing that. People are really frustrated, even though they're getting paid big bucks. But I understand. You got to realize they're getting hit as more than the O line, because the O line just kind of collides, some of them fall and stuff like that. They're bigger. The running backs are getting smacked down by 1, 2, 3 players, decked hard, clotheslined on a consistent basis, blocking, receiving, running the ball up the goal line, making some cuts, HP toss. So people are very frustrated about it. A lot of people are saying that it's the end of the running back position. It's the end of that. Some people are not even on the Saquon Barkely, so they're saying this shit signed. I don't know. If he wanted that much money, then he should talk to them better. But they signed Daniel Jones, your quarterback. So you're going to put your, excuse my language, you're going to put your crap quarterback in front of your better running back? No, that doesn't seem like any logical sense. That doesn't make any logical sense, in any sense of the word, okay? So they need to get their head in the game and start offering the money that people need it, because now I don't see Saquon staying next year. That relationship is forever tarnished, forever severed. I don't even know if he's going to show up at training camp. He probably will. I don't fully know his personality or anything like that. I followed him for several years since he came into the league. Very great running back, very good at receiving. Daniel Jones is a mediocre, probably a terrible quarterback, I could say. And he wouldn't even be on the team if it wasn't for Saquon catching his short little passes and Saquon doing the rest of the moves, but then he gets the receiving yards, passing yards in regards to that. So for them to put him in front of that, does not look good. Does not look good at all for him. So they need to, the Giants and other teams to realize what they have on the line here. Like Josh Jacobs, come on, the Raiders and stuff. Everybody's got rid of Derek Carr. He's a great running back. Tony Pollard, I know we had Dak Prescott. I'm a Cowboys fan. Hate on me. I'm going to say we. Cowboys, Lakers here. All right, and Dodgers for baseball. I don't even watch baseball like that, but still Dodgers fan. Like, come on, are you serious? You got to offer him something, Jerry. Like Tony Pollard, he had a great season. He's been playing very well, but he wasn't even expected to be a starter like that. And he just kind of came in after Zeke and everything like that. So they need to start paying their players. Running backs are actually, over the last 8 seasons, running backs out of every single position, including kickers and punters, they are paid $0.8 million, so $800,000 less, basically $1 million less than every single position to that point. So your kicker deserves more than the running back scoring your touchdowns, making catches, driving it up, getting you some yards so you could drive it up to a first and goal. So then your quarterback could throw a short pass, or he could just run in for a touchdown. Are you kidding? Running backs also do the kick returns and punt returns more than 60% of the time. So they're already getting hit so much. On a punt and kick return, you get smacked unless you do a fair catch. And on a kick return, you're doing a fair catch, maybe on a punt return. So they need to get on top of this, or football is going to change. But I don't see that happening. But I do see a lot of disgruntled people, running backs that are going to come, and a lot of people that are young watching this that understand what's going on. They're not going to want to play running back. Going to college, if they're like a balling player, I would switch positions easily. Like, why would you stay a running back if you're going to get paid next to nothing, and you don't last that long in the league because of all the hits you take and all the brutalness in regards to it. So that's my thoughts on that subject. Again, let's see what topic we're on next. So moving on, today we're going to have a short episode than usual. Thank you for tuning in for episode 1 as podcast. We call it the pilot of the show, pilot episode. But I just hope you guys have been having a good week. Make sure to tune into the latest content. Tune to all Blickwood's management artists, including Johnny Bless. We got Sleek Williams, who just released McGrady. And Trevor Price. You don't miss out on any of these dope artists. You definitely want to check them out, okay? All right, moving on to the next and last topic before we just kind of go on a little, not freestyle rap, freestyle the subjects in general. So, and I'm going to close this up. Okay, I don't need no more content from this. So, Aaron Rodgers, and including the owner, coach, everybody apparently was very angry that HBO's Hard Knock is going to be featuring them. Well, I'm pretty sure they talked to him like right after the NFL season ended, or right after the guy Aaron Rodgers. What I'm talking about. So they knew this was coming, and you're getting watched all over the world anyways. Everyone's watching Aaron Rodgers, watching him in the New York Jets. They are in New York. I know it's the Jets, but they are in New York, okay? So let's get that straight. So Aaron Rodgers and all players apparently are not happy about them getting filmed and having to be on the show with technically extra pressure and stuff like that. But you got to realize, Aaron, you're going to have a lot of pressure. You're not in Green Bay, Wisconsin anymore. You're in New York City now. There's going to be a lot of media, so you need to get used to what's going on in the scrutiny and stuff like that. And most people haven't been scrutinizing you like they did with the Packers. They're actually really happy that you got out of this situation, and now they got you on HBO. So I saw a little bit of the clips. He didn't look bothered or anything like that. I can usually sense Aaron Rodgers' body language and stuff like that. I've been watching him since he took over for Brett Favre back in 2008. Yeah, 2008. So yeah, he has no reason to feel any type of way. If anything, get him prepped for the season to face scrutiny and stuff. And now, will they go to the Super Bowl now? No, they're not going to the Super Bowl. They have a terrible offensive line. They have a pretty good defense, but they're not the best team. And it's weird. Everyone's on a different spectrum. Some people are saying they're going to make the playoff. I mean, not make the playoffs, miss it completely. Some people are saying that they're going to make the Super Bowl and win it. No, that doesn't make any logical sense. They're going to make the playoffs be out by. They're not going to make the AFC Championship. They're going to make the divisional. They'll make the AFC divisional, and they're gonna win one game in playoffs because they're gonna make the AFC wild card. So my record for them, I see them at 9-8, 10-7 at the most. That's pushing it. I see them 9-8, 9-8 losses. I don't see them doing any better than that. But a lot of people are saying Super Bowl or bust. Well, you guys set yourself for failure. I don't see you guys winning the Super Bowl this year no matter what. You guys have Patrick Mahomes. You guys have the strongest division on AFC East. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, AFC West, but they're going to go to Super Bowl and win it most likely. Definitely they're going to win it. The AFC East, you got the Dolphins, the Tua, and then you got on the Patriots, you got the greatest coach of all time, arguably, Bill Belichick, led by their younger team, but they're still very, very talented. You got the Dolphins, Jets, Patriots, and you got Josh Allen and the Bills. I'm picking the Bills to win the division easily. They're going to go 14-3. They're beating the AFC Championship with the Chiefs. That's my predictions in regards to that. But they should give it to next year if they can make some different moves. I give them 1 2 years, but Aaron Rodgers is getting older, so I give him until next year. And next year, I give him a chance depending on what moves they make, but just not this year, unless Aaron Rodgers just goes full. He's a bad man, like Stephen A. Smith says. Unless it goes that full mode, I don't see them winning it. I just don't see them excelling that far. So it's been right here across 20 minutes. Our episodes are usually 45 minutes to an hour. We'll have definitely more exclusive content, more production. Here's our pilot episode. Get a little bit of feel. I appreciate everyone that tuned in to listen to these subjects and things that we discuss. So let's see. Are the Jets going to go Super Bowl? Let's see who's continuing making money, if it's going to affect any of the universities in regards to that new NIL change. And let's see what's going to happen with the running back position. And also the NBA free agency, which we did not get to. So we're going to touch on that this Friday in regards to that. So I can get some more content. Just to cover real quick, James Harden's looking for a trade. Joel Embiid's, people are saying he's trolling possibly. I think he's being completely honest. He said he doesn't want to be there. He wants to go to a competitive team that has a chance to win the championship. But then he said he was just basically kidding. He was saying this in an interview. No, he wasn't kidding. He's not kidding. Because James Harden wants to go back to Houston. I know he loves H-Town. Everything H-Town loves him. But that's a young, rebuilding team that was in last place in the conference. Why didn't go there if you want to win a championship also? And James Harden with Joel Embiid, they had the best chance to win championships. So they're all just all over the place. And Victor Wembanyama, I feel like he's overrated. He's going to do good, but he's so tall. I feel like he's only going to last like 5-7 years the most. But anyways, y'all, I hope you guys have a good week. Rest of the week, I'm going to see you on Friday on TGIF. And we'll have our first official episode discussing a lot of content. And we're going to have a good time and everything. From now, hope you guys have a great day. Make sure to check out the latest content from Blockwoods Management and all the artists. And stay up and don't miss out because he's a bad man.